All right, what's up, everyone? Today we're gonna jump in and talk about something that, dang, sorry about that. We're gonna talk about more and how it's been so popular that grind culture, that grinding mentality, the Mamba mentality. Even when everyone talks about Kobe and how he was always working and doing more, and how yes, more can be better in a lot of things. Doing more, eating more high protein foods, eating more real foods, and not eating a bunch of junk all the time. More sleep. A lot of these things of doing more is better. But when it comes to training, it's always that grind. And when I think of grinding, think of it, it's like you're grinding your teeth. I saw from that I used to wear a mouth guard at night because I do grind my teeth, and dentists tell me it's just wearing away the enamel and everything, and that doesn't come back. So, but grinding, like, think of like a skateboard grinding down the rail. It's you don't or but if you're just grinding, you're grinding something in the dust. If you think about grind, yes, you're gonna have to do this at times. I've done it with my business. I've did it in times with my training. But if you're grinding and balls to the wall and more, it's not always the best thing, especially when it comes to training. When it comes, if you're an athlete, when it comes to getting better at a sport or a skill, because a lot of people when they're thinking they need more of whatever. Maybe it's I need to sprint more to uh, get faster. And yes, you need to sprint to get faster. That's obvious. Or I need to lift more to build muscle. I need to shoot more hoop baskets to uh, be a better shooter. I need to take more swings in BP to be a better hitter. But a lot of times people are doing more because what they're doing right now is nothing. They're not doing anything, or the stuff they are doing is not quality. It is not getting the results they want. Yeah, maybe it's giving you a feeling like, oh, I'm training today. I'm going to go in and hit a bunch of sets of squats because it's going to make me feel tired and sore. And you're chasing a feeling, you're chasing a sense of accomplishment of like you're doing something. But is that thing you're doing actually getting you the results, getting you to where you want to be? Are running 80 million sprints a week actually getting you faster? I highly doubt it. Is getting up at 3 a.m. when you go to bed at midnight to get more shots up, like they say Kobe does, getting you any better? Are those shots, are they just half-ass shots? No, you're not actually working on form. You're just getting more reps to do more reps and make it feel like that sense of accomplishment, that sense of, oh, I accomplished something today. But when in turn, it's not actually getting anything done and you're not actually getting any better, you're just doing more for the sake of doing more. It's creating kind of that sense of feeling, that oh, I accomplished something, I got some work done. But did you actually really get any work done? Did you actually uh, get better at what you're doing? Whether it's hitting a baseball, or shooting a basketball, squatting, benching, sprinting, getting faster. Are you actually getting better by doing this stuff? By doing more? And it's that sense of coming from where you're not doing anything, so you think you need to do more. It's creating that sense of, oh, I of accomplishment just because doing it. So you prioritize doing more rather than doing what is needed, what you actually need to get to your goals. So you think sprinting. I saw a video with Tony Howard talked about this the other day, or I don't remember knowing the videos from, but he was talking with like Saquon Barkley and how Saquon called him about working with him this offseason and what he needed to add to his training program. And Tony's like, no, you need to take away because maybe you're doing 10 100-meter dashes and Saquon says something like, oh, well, I should cut that back to like 5. He's like, no, you don't need to do any 100-meter dashes. You don't need to do more just to get better. You need to do more quality work, more work that's actually getting you to where you want to be. It's kind of like you're just doing a ton of exercises just to do exercises. Maybe it's a bunch of random. A lot of times people do this with volume on like accessory lifts. So you're just adding all this fluff that's just put in there to, again, make you feel tired, make you feel sore, make you sweaty. And as you can see, I look kind of sweaty right now. I haven't showered today. Just been doing a lot of work. Got done with the kids today. I'm not going to shower because I got going to lay turf at the baseball field this evening. So wait, save some water, and do it later. But again, getting sweaty is not a sign of getting something, accomplishing something. It's a sign of you getting sweaty. I can eat Mexican food or hot, spicy food, and I'll start sweating. And it's kind of a thing that my nieces and nephews love watching it because I don't have any hair, so they watch the beads of sweat build up and then drip down my head. So that's kind of one of their highlights when I go out to eat with them. They make me eat put the hot sauce on so they can see me sweat. But again, too many people chase that more, that sweat, that being tired, that being sore. But it's that they're only doing that because that's a feeling of that they're accomplishing something. But when in turn, they're not getting any better at what they want to do. They're not burning more fat. They're not building muscle. They're not getting faster. They're not getting stronger. They're not getting better at shooting a basketball, hitting a baseball, throwing a football, dancing, jumping, whatever it is. The more needs to come from more quality, more stuff that is driving you and leading you to your goals, and not just that sense of accomplishment like, oh, I just did that and I got a lot of work done. Same with business, same with you can grind, and if you're cutting out everything else, like you're just getting work in and training, but you're not sleeping, or you're not eating, you're skipping all this stuff that you actually need probably more of, just to get more work done, more shots up, more swings, more sprints, more squats. It's not going to work out. Yes, Kobe was better, not because he put in more work. It's because he's just better. He's a more talented athlete. It's that simple. Yes, it's important to work hard. I'm not saying anything against that. But just doing more work for the sense of doing more work is not going to get you where you want to be. I could do a bunch of random stuff for my business, but if it's not getting me any more clients. I could work 15 hours a day, but if it's not getting my clients, if I'm not getting my clients results, and the kids I work with, or the adults I work with, aren't having fun and enjoying and sticking with training and building habits, then that work doesn't mean anything. It's the same with getting better at baseball, getting better at basketball. That Mamba mentality, yeah, it's good in the sense of, yeah, you want to be great, but these athletes are great because they're great athletes. They're more talented. They're physically gifted. Yes, I know most of them work hard. Some of them don't have to work hard, and that's the best part about. That's why I wish I was a gifted athlete, so I didn't have to work hard, and I could just jump out of the gym or sprint super fast. But again, they are physically gifted, and I'm not saying they don't work hard, because most of them do have to work hard to get to the best. But they're working hard on the things they need to work at. They're working on some weaknesses. They're enhancing their strengths. They're doing training. Most of the great ones are doing training that is pushing them forward. They're not just doing a bunch of random junk volume just to get tired or sore. And I think that's a big change in the world. Yes, it's good you need those sometimes to feel tired and I don't know if you want to call it mental toughness or whatever, to kind of push yourself and see what the body can handle, because the body can handle a lot and you need to push it. But that work should be giving you the goals, or taking you to the goals of what you want to be, and leading you down the path that you want to be, and not just perception that, oh, if I do more of this is going to make me better, or just feel better. It's being present. It's being having intent and engaging when you're training. It's these things that maybe it's not doing as many sprints, but you're doing better quality sprints that are actually getting you faster. You're doing jumps that are actually focusing on full intent, full effort jumps rather than a bunch of half-assed, sloppy jumps where you're not getting height or you're not rested enough to put full effort, full intent in. And again, there's different times, different places for each of these things, different goals. And it's about figuring out what you want and figuring out what you need to do to get to where you want. Because more is not better. Better is better. Quality is better. And too often the hardest work or work in it, just because you work hard doesn't mean you're going to be the best. I could go work harder than LeBron in a training session, and then we go play basketball. He's still going to kick my butt because he's just better. He's a freak athlete. Yeah, he works hard. You can look at his training videos, and that's just the highlights. I'm sure the guy, because he's one of the best basketball players ever, most physically gifted, probably one of the most physically gifted athletes ever, or it's go play Bo Jackson or whoever you think the best athlete is at their sport. You can work harder than them. You're not going to beat them. It's just a matter of fact. But again, I'm not saying they don't work hard, but they work hard at the things they need. They're not just doing more and more and more and more reps to say they're getting better. They're working on certain situations. They're putting themselves in drills or adding constraints that are going to make them better in game or in practice that will help them in game. So it's not just doing more to say, because a lot of times that's the bragging point. Oh, I did more than you. I worked harder than you. Who cares? Did it get you where you want to be? Did it get you the results you wanted? Did you add that extra muscle, or did you just get tired? Were you able to hit that game-winning jumper, or did all those jumpers on air do nothing but get more jumpers? So you got 1,000 shots a day, whoop-de-doo, but you still you missed all your shots in a game, or you can't dribble, or you go up and you get blocked and you don't have strength to compete against anyone, or you can't drive by a defender, you can't pass, or whatever it is. You don't have the skills. All you can do is shoot shots against air, or take batting practice to a guy throwing it down the dick every day or every pitch. And oh yeah, you can hit that, but then in game that curveball or whatever comes and you can't hit it. Or it throws harder. You can't make contact because you're used to that 50-mile-an-hour pitch right down the middle. Is that really getting better? Is that really helping you? So, or same thing would go with a lot of closed chain drills, like hitting off a tee, and these cone drills that people think are agility training. You're not getting any of that. You need to do stuff that's going to get you better at sport, at your goal, whatever it is you're chasing. And it's up to you to figure out what that is, and working with a coach can help that. They can help you determine. Hopefully that coach is good at not just giving you more and more and more. A lot of the kids I'm working with, they just want to do more and more and more stuff, but it's like I got to pull back because, yeah, they're kids, they have a lot of energy, but I make sure I know what they're doing, or as best I can know what they're doing outside of the training and stuff like that, so I can kind of pull back here or there because they got sports going on and parents who are just telling them to do more and more and more and more and more. So you play on 10 different teams at the same time. You're playing 5 different sports at the same time. You're playing one sport all year round and just traveling and playing 6 games a weekend and all this dumb stuff that kids do because their parents think they need this stuff. They think it's actually making them better when most of the time it's not. It's just more work for the sake of more work. And that's not what we need. That's not what you need. That's not what your kids need. They need more better. They need more focus on nutrition, focus on sleep, focus on creating good habits that they can use for the rest of their lives. They need to focus on more better quality training, better quality work, and resting. They need a coach. They need coaches role models in their lives that are promoting these things and not just crushing them. And again, I'm not telling you how to parent your kids or whatever, but I'm giving you my philosophy, my opinion on this stuff. It's more is not always better. That Mamba mentality is not always better. More just for the sake of more, that's not what we want. I probably said that like 5 times in the video, but that's the whole point. Say it and tell people to get it. And yes, I think you should do more. You should do something every day, movement every day. But that doesn't mean you're maxing out your squats every day. You're doing 8,000 bench presses every day. You're taking 20,000 shots every day. You're running 10,000 wind sprints every day. You're not doing that. You shouldn't be doing that because the body needs to recharge, re-energize, and it needs to be streamlined and focused on what is actually getting it better. And that's up for you to figure out. That's up for your coaches to help you figure out. That's up for parents to help their kids figure out. Most parents have no idea because they just want to be that hardcore and think the best results is, oh, go play this club sport all the time. Go play AAU. Go do this and that. And you're doing something every night of the week. And no break for the parents, no break for the kids. There's no time to relax and sit back and really focus on, are you really getting better? Are you playing against good competition, or are you working on skills and fundamentals, or are you just taking batting practice that's throwing it right down the middle? It's not actually helping, and then when you get in game, you can't hit. Or you're just taking jumpers against air. And yes, it's fine. I'm not saying don't do these things, but I'm just saying not do them all the time, because if they're not necessarily helping, you're shooting jumpers on air, but then you get a defender in your face and you can't shoot a jumper over them. Is that really what we need more of? So, again, do something. A lot of times, people are just doing more because they're not doing anything right now. They're not doing anything that's working, and then they think they just need to do more because the stuff they're doing is not working. No. Find out the quality. It's quality over quantity. It is better, and more is not necessarily better. Again, for some things, yes, more is better. Focus on what is going to drive you forward towards your goals. It's going to make you feel better, look better, move better, perform better in sport, in life, in school, in work. And then you're good. Because you can apply this to everything, and not just sports and training, but life in general. So if you're just doing more to do more, it's time to kind of rethink that. Again, we glorify all the grinding, but again, grinding, if you think of the word grinding, it's just grinding to nothing. You're grinding that rock, and then it's sand or pebbles, dust. And think of that of your bones as your body if you're always just grinding. So I know that's what I used to do, is stay up late, get up, grind and work, then go to work. I get up, train, go to work, grind, then boom, boom, repeat it, not sleep, just grinding. Body was shot. Injured all the time. Testosterone was at 37. That's pathetic. No energy, no passion, no motivation, no nothing. No, never in a good mood. And then yesterday I was back at the doctor for a checkup. Testosterone's up in the 400s naturally because I stopped that whole grind mode, Mamba mentality, where you gotta just do everything up, training 24 hours a day, not sleeping, not eating well. Kobe was great because he was athletic, but he also ate well. I'm sure he slept. He wasn't staying out late. He was working hard, and that's a good thing. But you probably don't need to focus on more for the sake of doing more, for that sense of feeling like you're doing something. Do more because it's going to get you results. Do more better work. Do more quality work. Do more skill work, training, sprints, jumps, lifts that are actually pushing you forward and moving toward your goals, rather than just giving you a sense of accomplishment because, I got something done. I got a lot done today. but did you really get a lot done today, or did you just do a lot of work? Because yes, hard work is important. It gets you places, but just working hard is not something to be that proud of. Like anyone can work hard. That's not the it's the quality is actually getting better. And that's what the whole goal is. The whole goal of sports is to win. The whole goal of your role is to play your role on the team, whatever you're a star player, you're a role player, to get a hit in this situation, to hit that jumper, to make that pass, to make that block, whatever it is. And that's to be the best at whatever your role is in sport. If you're just training, if you're just trying to be an athlete for life, it's to look better, to feel better, to move better. And you got to do stuff that's actually getting you there. And just being sweaty, just being tired all the time, that sense of accomplishment, but you're just beat up and dead, like I was. And then you go back, once you rethink and actually work on more quality, like I have been doing over the last years, then the doctor says, oh, you're one of our first success cases when you stopped taking I was on Clomid. Yeah, is that what it's called? For a year or two to get my testosterone up. But I didn't feel any better, even though I got my testosterone up and got off of that. And usually people don't get better. And he's like, wow, that's impressive. And it's like, what are you doing? I'm like, well, I sleep. I don't drink. I eat well. I train smart. Train hard. It's like, oh. Well, it's like, yeah, that's why I'm in shape. You're a doctor. You're not in shape. Your assistant's not in shape. Doctors are not most of them. I've never had a doctor who was like in shape and train or anything, so probably don't eat well. They're usually unhealthy. So half of them smoke. I saw a lady vaping today when I was walking, holding a baby. It's like, what the heck is going on? It's like all the stupid stuff we do, but that's a whole nother issue. So, but again, if you're just doing more for the sense and the feeling of accomplishment and getting something done and feeling tired and sweaty and sore in your training, that's ultimately, I guess if that's your choice, that's your choice. But if you want to be an athlete for life, if you want to be better at a sport, better at get faster, get stronger, that's not what you do. Chase quality. Better is better. More is not always better. When it comes to more, again, you probably do need more sleep. You probably do need more real foods, more recovery and I'm not saying like stupid recovery hacks and stuff like that. Your recovery is your nutrition. It is your sleep. If you can get more of that, then you'll be able to put in more quality work in the gym, more quality work on the field, on the court, whatever it is. So that's my thoughts on more that whole grind mode mentality. And I think I mentioned in there, yes, it is at certain times you are going to need to grind and push a little bit. And there's nothing wrong with that, but it's that sense of, you have to be, the only way to success is being the hardest worker, and that's not the case. A lot of people are gifted, and the people like us, me, who aren't as gifted athletically and talented, yes, we have to work hard, but we have to work hard at the things that are actually going to get us results, and that's the thing you need to realize. Working hard, being smart, training hard, you can do both, is the big thing. So if you guys have any questions, any comments, drop them below. Otherwise, that's what I have for you today, guys. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.